Observations from today?
Yeah, I think probably the thing that I like the most about today is I felt both groups did a better job of just playing the next play. When things maybe weren't going good, finding a way to settle back in and just play the next play, because that's the only play that matters. So I was proud of our guys for that, because there was great back and forth. There were some really great moments defensively. There were some great moments offensively. But I felt like our leadership showed up when things weren't perfect on their side of the ball, and we were able to get things back on track, in both phases, which was good.
Along those lines, anybody, I know you got to watch the film to kind of dissect it more, but anybody in particular kind of catch your attention on either side?
No, I mean, I will. I'll have to go back and watch the tape. The big plays and the explosive plays are ones that obviously stand out to you. Some missed opportunities at times, and then had some opportunities defensively to get off the field too at times. So that's what you want. That's what you like is we've got to learn lessons today. Not when we get into the season. That's what today was for.
When we talked to you on Wednesday, you talked about wanting to clean things up pre-snap. Did you feel like the scrimmage from that standpoint was pretty clean?
Yeah, at times. We've still got a ways to go. We do. We've got to do a great job of being disciplined and making sure that non-playing penalties have no part in our game. And so until that part is perfect, because to me that is a choice, and just playing with great focus and understanding of how we need to play and how we got to operate. But until that piece is truly perfect, it won't be good enough.
You briefly touched on it a little earlier, but defensively, is anyone starting to kind of separate themselves at a position that where there's any battle for a starting job that you can kind of share? I know obviously things can change a few weeks from now, but anyone really emerging in any position that you can share?
Yeah, again, I think as you look at it, and we've been rolling so many guys to get so many reps, because we are trying like heck to create great depth. So there are guys that are practicing better than the others. Those guys got to practice better. Just like the best players on our football team, they got to practice better every single day. That's the expectation. That's what we need our entire football team to understand. So won't point anybody out. The message will continue to be, man, we've got to be able to go play with 22 guys on each side of the ball, that not to go play with, but to go win with, and that's where we got to get.
Coach, how close are you, to maybe settling the two deep, and are there any specific position battles that are maybe kind of hotly contested and up for grabs right now?
Yeah, we really won't set the two deep until we get game week. Just again, because there's a ton of opportunity between now and then. We've got a lot of guys on campus that got here in June. Most of our football team was here in the spring, but there's guys that got here in June that need those reps, they need work. We've got to know exactly what we have so that we're putting the right guys on the bus every single trip, whether that's at home or going on the road, making sure from a team standpoint, we got the right guys that are going to be able to go execute and play clean. So all those things matter.
We've talked with a couple guys on the offensive line this week, and they keep saying that, about how everyone, the transfers and the guys who were here before, they felt like they've known each other all along. How do you feel like they performed today, and how do you feel like that group is sort of just, coming along and meshing with people performing under this fall?
Yeah, I think the group is really taking great strides since we ended spring ball, and maybe the group that's made the most improvement between the end of spring and fall camp, and has continued to get better. So appreciate, man, their spirit and their work ethic, their toughness, and their camaraderie. They're a tight group for a bunch of guys that haven't known each other for a long time, and you'd never know it. Cody's done an incredible job with that room and that group creating that, and that's been huge for us.
How's the punting competition coming? What have you seen from those guys?
Yeah, it's wide open still. We've got a chance to have a couple of different guys depending on situational, what we're trying to get done. Are we trying to go pin a ball inside the 10? Are we backed up, punting the ball out of our own end? So it's got a chance to be, a couple of different guys, and really the kicking and the punting competition is wide open and been a great race, and we won't settle on that until week up.
Brandon Jennings is a guy that got off to a pretty solid start at Maryland with his college career, and had went to couple different schools, and then ended up in JUCO last year. Just from, our observations, he looked like he's changed his body since last year. Looks a lot slimmer, a lot more burst. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, he's a guy that's gotten better every single day. He's settling in. He's got some understanding of the expectation. He's got some understanding of the defense and how he needs to play as he's playing inside our scheme. I'm excited about Brandon. That dude loves football. He's got great physicality, and he's a big physical, athletic guy. So hoping that he can continue to trend the direction he's trending right now, get better every single day, because that's one that's got a chance to help us.
We talk all the time about these players and then their chemistry and their cohesion. What about you with your quarterback? Do you feel like you have that chemistry that you need to have with Blake Chapin thus far?
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's no guesswork in that. That is a definite.
Coach, you talk about reps and how important they are. How about a guy like Isaac Smith who missed a little bit of time last year because of injury? How much important was it bouncing from spring to now, getting those reps you're talking about?
No, it's huge for Isaac and for every single one of our guys. Understanding how we're going to play defense, understanding the scheme, understanding the expectation, and knowing that, hey man, just do your job every single snap. And it is truly as simple as that. Where do I fit inside the scheme? Go do my job, protect the stress, and Isaac's continued to get better and better in that role.